comes rolling cold through the wind. That's the morning that swallows the sin. Tie up your boots and stand next to me here. Today we march out. This ain't no parade, my dear. Closer, I'll show you the smell of this dawn. Iron and dust where the quiet is gone. The road's still wet and the sky's hanging low, but someone keeps shouting, alright boys, let's go. The drum hits hard and it crawls through your chest, like war suddenly woke up and dressed. The young ones grin, talk of glory and fame. I just see mud on the shine of their name.
You whisper to me what all this is for.
If someone comes back from a beautiful war, I shrug and laugh as the cold wind runs through. Kid, nobody asks that when marching with you. Hear those drums calling us out on the road, through fields and towns with a proud heavy load. The flags are high like a festival sky, and none of us really knows why we comply. So walk next to me, keep the rhythm and stride. That's how every war starts, with a song and some pride. The drums promise order, a reason, a plan, but trust me, my friend, it won't last very long, man. The street gets emptier mile after mile. The songs from before fade away for a while. Just boots on the stone and the wind in the wild. No cheering, no banners, no warm village fire. See that old man by the well in the square? He watches us leave with that faraway stare, like he already knows what the road's gonna be. Something we're marching too blind yet to see. You lean over quiet, this feels kinda wrong. I nod and say softly, you won't think that long, because war doesn't come like a thunderous roar. It creeps in like fog, then it asks you for more. The drums beat deeper inside of the bone. The morning grows colder the further we roam. The flags still fly in a confident way, but something beneath them feels hollow and grave. Stay close to me, keep the pace of the line. The drum decides who keeps breathing in time. The march grows longer, the songs grow thin, and glory already feels paper thin. The road leaves the village and maps far behind, through fields no poet would bother to find. Just dust in a distance that stretches ahead, where home slowly fades in the back of your head. You look at me quiet and ask with a frown, so tell me, is this how the story goes down? I grin just a little and tighten my pack. This is the moment when no one turns back, because every man feels it somewhere inside. War might be nothing but madness and pride. Still nobody stops when the drum tells them run, because stopping means asking what we've really done. Hear those drums still rolling away, but something inside them has started to fray. The flags are still there, but the shine starts to rust, like someone replaced all the meaning with dust. We march in a line that pretends to be wise, but none of us knows what the victory buys. War always begins with a marching band's roar, and ends in a silence nobody asked for.
So walk next to me, keep stepping the line.
The drum in the distance still marks out the time.
And if you ask later who played the fool here,
Just look at me standing. I'm still standing, my
Hey, stay close, walk next to me here. The road gets longer the further we steer. Those drums from the morning already sound thin, and suddenly glory feels lighter than wind.
Look at that uniform shining so bright. Yesterday polished like armor and light. Badges of metal, a symbol of pride, like something unbreakable strapped to your side. But rain turns the fabric to paper real fast, and muddies the shine like it never could last. The colors fade out after miles on the ground, and doubts start to grow without making a sound.
You whisper to me, was it always this way? I grin, just a little kid, this is just day one of the play. That uniform friend can carry you far. It only looks strong when you're still at the start. A little bit of shine and a handful of lines to make us believe in heroic designs.
But under that cloth every soldier will hear how courage sometimes is just theater here. The fabric keeps rustling thin in the air, and suddenly war becomes painfully fair.
The march keeps rolling, the road growing still. No one's still singing those songs of goodwill. The flags from the morning look smaller somehow, like laundry that's hanging in somebody's town.
The captain keeps shouting of honor and law, but half of his words get lost in the roar. Too many thoughts in the line of the men, too many questions we swallow again.
You bump my shoulder and say quietly then, tell me the truth, do you still believe them?
I stare at the road and then back at your face. I only believe in the step of this pace.
The uniform crackles like dry autumn leaves, as if it already knows what it conceives. War paints its promises thin on a board, while rain in the mud just quietly ignores.
So stay next to me, keep the rhythm of alive. The only real thing is the man at your side. The uniform shields you from bullets no more. It only protects the illusion of war.
Up there in the field lies a helmet alone. No one remembers whose head it had known. Yesterday marching with pride in the road. Today just a shell where the cold grasses grow.
You look at me once and I look back the same, and something between us stops playing the game. War turns a man to a line in the wind. No one asks later who we had been.
You whisper again, what survives after this? I answer, the march and the fool who persists. Uniform tears at the seams of the lie. The truth slowly crawls from under the dye. The shine of the metals fades faster than sound, like songs that dissolved in the miles of the ground.
Yet someone keeps standing, refusing to fall, even while meaning escapes from it all. War turns proud fabric to dust in the air. Still we keep marching as if we still care.
So stay in step and walk close to me now. The road will get darker somehow, and if you ask later why we still run, because none of us ever learned how to stop when the drums are done.
Hear that thunder rolling over the hill. That ain't the sky, that's artillery still. Pull up your coat, the rain's starting again. And somewhere a general moves, little man. Look at this trench, friend, mud to the knee. Rats in the corners and nowhere to be. The sky leaks cold through the holes in the night. Sleep is a rumor that vanished from sight. You ask who planned this glorious show, who pointed a finger and told us to go. I laughed through the rain and spit in the clay. Some warm little room far away. They draw their arrows on colored land, move paper soldiers with confident hand. While here in the dark where the cold rivers run, we learn every inch of the weight of a gun. The generals stay dry in rooms full of light, while we learn the language of rain every night. They move tiny flags on a table of war, while we count the breaths we might have in store. Stay close to me when the shelling begins. Maps never show what the front line is. War on a table looks tidy and grand until boots touch the mud of the land. So that means move ahead. Another fine plan someone drew in red. We climb from the trench through smoke and through dust, running on orders and something like trust. You shout through the noise, was this hill even key? I answer it was yesterday maybe, because hills change owners like cards in a game. Today it's a victory, tomorrow the same. The generals stay dry while the cannons complain. They write their reports while we measure the rain. Their ink never trembles, their hands never shake, while ours learn the price each mistake can make. So stay low beside me when the thunder gets loud. Maps never show what hides in a cloud. A war on a map looks clever and clean until you're the dot that vanishes between. Night falls again and the rain starts to cry. The trench fills slowly and questions drift by. And somewhere tonight in a room warm and dry, the general sleeps while the soldiers still lie in the mud outside.
That hill rising out of the plain. We took it this morning, we'll take it again. Don't ask me why I stopped asking before. Somebody wrote it down somewhere as well.
Beside me and look through the smoke. That crooked old hill is the world's latest joke. We ran up at sunrise through mud and through flame, and planted a flag like it mattered in name. By noon they pushed us right back where we came. Same dirt, same bodies, same thunder and rain. You look at me puzzled and ask with a grin, so who owns the hill that we're dying on? That hill has no name, no story, no crown, just soldiers from somewhere behind, like thunder that lost its mind. The ground shakes loose with every command, while someone redraws the lines of the land. You wipe the dirt from the sweat on your brow. Did we win it already somehow? I shrug at the hill and the smoke in the sky. Depends who you ask and when they reply. That hill has no name, no glory to claim, just maps that keep changing the game. We run up the slope with courage and pride, then run back down the other side. So breathe beside me and laugh if you can. This war's just a circle drawn by a man. We fight for a patch of anonymous ground, while reason is nowhere around. Night falls slowly over the hill. The guns go quiet, the air turns still. You sit next to me in the cold evening chill. Tell me, who holds the hill? I look at the smoke drifting into the sky.
Good night. Probably nobody. But tomorrow we try.
Careful now, the ground is slick. Heroes are made in a muddy trip. Step where I step, stay close to the line. Today they call someone brave. Tomorrow they won't remember the time.
You see that crater out there in the smoke? A man still breathing, I swear he just spoke. The shells keep falling like rain on a drum. Believe in him there, well that's what we become. So I run through the thunder, through dirt and flame. No medal in mind, no glory to claim, just dragging a body back into the clay, while the sky tries to blow us away. They'll call it hero when someone survives. They'll write it in ink for the rest of their lives. But here in the mud, where the cold rivers flow, a hero's just someone too stubborn to go.
Stay next to me while the madness begins. War crowns its heroes with shrapnel and sins. A story looks noble when written above, but down here it's just fear and love.
He coughs in the trench with dirt in his lungs, saying my name like we're still young. You look at me like I did something grand, like courage just grew in the palm of my hand. But listen my friend, it wasn't that way. I just didn't want him to die today, because tomorrow the guns will roar again, and one of So breathe next to me while the night closes in. This war keeps spinning, the same tire spin. A hero today in the cold and the rain. Tomorrow just mud again.
The guns grow quiet, the sky turns gray. Someone survived another day. You asked me softly before sleep begins.
Does that make you a hero? I shake my head in the dark of the trench. No, just a man who pulled another man out of the mud.
You ever hear the bands back home? All those drums and horns and polished chrome. Yeah, they're marching proud down every street tonight, while we're out here learning what war really writes. You know, I can almost hear them sometimes, those marching bands and those victory rhymes. Flags in the wind, bright uniforms in line, people cheering like everything's fine. Kids on shoulders waving little flags, old men talking about courage they never had. Speeches flying through warm summer air, telling stories that aren't really there. And out here, well, the mud tells a different tale, a quieter truth in the smoke and the hail. Back home they march in a glorious parade, singing the songs that the newspapers made. Brass band shining in sunlight so bright, while we count the shells through the night. Stay here beside me, listen real close. War sounds different where the cold wind blows. Parades look pretty when you watch from afar, they don't show you the shape of a war. You ever notice how easy it seems to turn a battlefield into dreams? A headline, a photo, a speech on a stage, and suddenly war fits neat on a page. But out here the story is slower to tell. It smells like iron and damp old shell. No marching bands in the freezing rain, just boots and breath and the weight of the pain. And sometimes I wonder if they'd still cheer if they stood where we're standing right here. Back home they march in a festival line, toasting the courage with cheap red wine. They sing about glory, victory, pride, things that don't live out here where we hide. So breathe with me slowly, keep low in the dirt. War isn't songs and it sure isn't flirt. A parade can shine like a carnival star, but it never walks into war. Some way the bands play the dream loud in my head. Haze of sides and it sure isn't flirt. A parade can shine like a carnival star, but it never walks into war. Somewhere tonight the bands play loud, 1,000 flags in a cheering crowd, and maybe they shout that victory's near, while we sit in the trench and listen from here. You hear that silence after the guns. Yeah, that's the sound the parade never runs. Come here a second. Take a look at this map. Yeah, I know. Looks clean, looks smart. Straight little lines, arrows pointing the way. Funny thing is, none of them match the land today.
see that forest drawn over there, where it isn't there anymore, not anywhere. Shells took the trees weeks ago in the rain. Now it's just mud and a field full of pain. And this river right here on the map, yeah, dried up months ago, maybe last spring perhaps, but the arrows still march across paper so neat, like the world never moved beneath our feet.
You lean over slow and whisper to me, are we sure this is how it's supposed to be?
The whistle blows. Boots start running through smoke and through flame.
The map has the wrong lines, the wrong kind of truth, drawn by a man far away from the youth. We follow the arrows because that's the plan. Even when the ground says it can't be done.
Maps never show where the mass begins. Paper commands while the battlefield spins. The whistle screams and the trench comes alive. Boots start running just to survive. We climb from the mud into smoke and flame, following orders without a name. You shout through the thunder and dirt and fear. There should be cover somewhere near. I laugh for a second, though nothing feels right. Yeah, according to the map, there should.
But the field stays open, wide and bare.
And suddenly war feels unfair.
The map has the wrong lines, the world isn't neat. Paper and earth rarely meet. We run where arrows say we belong, even when every step feels wrong.
Ink may promise a perfect design, but the land never follows the line.
Night falls slower, the attack once began. The map still folded in someone's hand. You ask me quietly under the sky,
Was the map wrong? Or were we? I look at the paper, soaked by the rain. Doesn't matter now! Doesn't matter now! War still followed the line. You ever get that strange feeling? Like the whole world is playing a joke. Ooh, yeah, I think I finally got it. Look around a second, don't run yet, just see all this noise, all this glory, all this machinery. Flags in the smoke, cannons in line, everybody shouting about honor and in time. But if you stop just 1 second and stare at the scene, it looks more like theater than a battlefield dream. Costumes of steel, speeches of pride, and 1,000 confused actors running outside. You look at me like I lost my mind, but I think I finally see the design. The fool understands the joke at last. All these heroes running too fast. Drums keep beating, the banners still choke, and suddenly war feels like a joke. Hey, a tragic play on a burning stage, written by someone far from the rage. We shout our lines, we fire the smoke, while the fool understands the joke. Understands the joke. You ever notice how everyone screams like they're trapped inside someone else's dreams? Odors flying from mouth to mouth. North becomes west and west turns south. And there we go again, running in line, chasing a hill, defending a sign. You laugh for a second despite the fear. Are we serious fighting over this here? I shrug and grin through smoke and flame. Well, the script says we do. The fool understands the joke tonight. Glory shining in artificial light. Maps and medals, banners of oak, all part of a magnificent joke. Hey, war is a circus dressed up as pride, with cannons instead of clowns outside. We scream and charge through dust and smoke, while the fool understands the joke. While the fool understands the joke. The guns go quiet for just a breath, like the stage pausing somewhere near death. You ask me softly before we run, then why do we still play along? I look at the smoke rising into the sky, because the show is still going on. Look over there. You see that flag? Yeah. The one still hanging in the smoke. Funny thing is, I don't even remember what it meant anymore. Started this whole parade of steel. That flag used to feel pretty damn real. It waved in the sun like something divine, a promise, a reason, a sacred sign. But now it's just clothed in the bitter wind. Another old story nobody believes in. Mud on the colors, smoke in the sky, and nobody left asking why. Slowly and shake your head. Did we really follow that thing? Whoa, the last flag dancing in the storm, torn and sing. Medals once glittered like stars on the chest, promising glory and honorable rest. But out here the metal turns quiet and cold, another dull circle of fading gold. You laugh a little under the sky. Funny how symbols slowly die. Yeah, maybe they fade when the smoke clears away, or maybe they rot in the mud where we stay. Whoa, the last flag trembling in the wind, like it forgot the war we're in. We march for colors, we march for pride. Now we just march because we tried. Hey, a banner fading into the gray, while the soldiers slowly drift away. What once was sacred in smoke and flame now feels like an empty name. Night falls quiet over the land. The flag still moves in a tired hand. You ask me softly before we move, does it still mean anything? I watch the cloth in the cold dark sky. I don't know, but it's still standing. So are we. Here we are, smoke in the sky, mud on the moon. You still standing? Yeah, me too. First walked into this war, everything sounded like legend and lore. Drums in the morning, banners so bright, everybody certain they were right. Somewhere between the trenches and rain, between all the cracked like glass in the cold, and the truth got louder than we were told. You look at me slowly and quietly say, so this never made sense anyway. Whoa! The fool saw through the lie. Hey! A man in mud on a burning stage, too tired now for hate or rage. The cannons roar, the banners pull, and still stands the upright fool. Yeah! You ever notice how silence feels after the thunder of iron wheels? When the guns stop shouting for just a while, and the battlefield breathes like a broken child. No speeches now, no flags held high, just smoke drifting through the sky. And somewhere deep in the quiet air, you realize nobody really won here. You shake your head and let out a laugh. All that noise for this. Oh, the upright fool still standing tall after the madness, after it all. Metals rust and banners fall. The fool just watches the curtain call. War was a play on a burning stage, written in blood and pointless rage. The actors fade, the cannons dull, but still stands the upright fool. Settles over the land. No drums, no marching band. You ask me quietly one last thing. Why are you still standing? I look across the empty field. Well, someone has to stay upright. When the world is gone, completely mad.